Hello and welcome to this vocabulary section. So over here we are trying to improve your vocabulary. So we're going to learn quite a lot vocabularies and also we're going to put them in sentences and explain them. So we have the first slide. We have here the verb to wake up, and the verb to wake up is a regular verb because it has a vowel in the middle. So for the pronunciation we have faq, faq. Number 9 is the q sound. Faq, faq. If I want to say I'm awake, like for example, let's assume someone like, are you still asleep? No, I woke up. So if you want to use, instead of using the past tense, faqt, you can use this one to mean I'm already awake. I'm already like up. Then like you would say ana faiq, or if you are a man. If you are a female, you would say ana faiqa. And that's in English when you say I'm up, I'm up. And for us we use this. Awake, أنا فايق, or أنا فايقة. Okay, so the verb is فاق. To say I'm awake, you would say أنا فايق or أنا فايقة. If you want to say like I wake up, let's say every day at 6 a.m. or something like that. So here we use in the present tense. The present tense we use it when something is like habitual. You do it every day or every week. We would use the present tense. So the ka in the beginning, that's like showing us that we are talking in the present tense. The n, it's mean I'm talking about myself. And then the verb, because it's irregular, the a, it changed to the I. So we have kanfiq. I just want to make note, like some Moroccans, they don't say the ka in the beginning. It's become like t. So you might hear some people say tanfiq, tanfiq. And that's like literally the same, no difference. It's just like Moroccans, sometimes like the pronunciation is different. So some people say kanfiq and some people say tanfiq. And some people like me, I exchange them. It's really depend. When I'm speaking too fast, I may say tanfiq, tanfiq, tanfiq. Okay, so you would say either كنفيق or تنفيق. كنفيق مع 6 الصباح. مع, it's like it gives the meaning, it's like with, but it gives the meaning of like at over here. So مع 6, like you have t, like you do have to emphasize it. مع 6 الصباح. Okay, كنفيق مع 6 الصباح. Okay, so here when we're talking about like daily routines and daily activities in general, like you would use the present tense, and that's what we are covering in the first week for like everyday life and routines. So when you are talking in general about like something like habitual that you already do, you would use the present tense. The same as in English, you would say like I normally wake up at this certain time and I go to work, so you use the present tense. It's same in Darija. So over here, like can't feel alarm. When you are waking up, you turn off the alarm. The verb to turn off is tfa, like just tf and a. But it's like when we conjugate it, it's become can't feel, can't feel. So I put like a ground t because not can't feel, it's the ta. It's the emphatic sound for the t is ta, can't feel. L'alarm. Like we actually use the same one because it's like from in French, it's the same. So can't feel alarm. Like you do like make it as one sound. La, larm, l'alarm, l'alarm, l'alarm. Okay. So this L over here, it's mean like the, but because we have a over here, we make it one like sound. Like it's like all as like one word. L'alarm. Okay. If you wanna put like you wanna say I set the alarm at a certain time, you will simply say kandir. Kandir. Kandir is literally mean I do. Okay, so kandir l'alarm, as we said over here, it's like the alarm, but we put it as one word, l'alarm. La, it's like on, exactly on. Sta unus. Sta is 6 and half. Nus is half. Kandir l'alarm على sta ونص. Kandir l'alarm على sta ونص. So make sure to practice out loud to hear yourself, maybe even record your voice and like compare it to my pronunciation and stuff. Okay, and practice as much as you can till like you sound like so smooth as I say things. Candle l'alarm على الساعة ونص. Next, if you wanna say I turn on, so we sound like I turn off. Sorry, over here there's like a little mistake. I will fix it later on. I turn on the light is كنشعل. كنشعل ضوء. كنشعل ضوء. Can, the verb is شعل, it's regular, just like sh. Number 3 is a, l, شعل. Ka, it means like it's the present tense, and it means the eye, and do is the light. Okay, what we said about the ka, some Moroccans they might pronounce it as the ta. Okay, they might say tanshal instead of kanshal, but both of them are the same and both of them are present tense. For the light bulb, like this one over here, we call it bola. 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 Good. Let's go for the next slide. Here we have go to the bedroom. Over here I put it in the imperative. So just so you learn this, because you might like have like kids or something, and or like you took it even if with your boyfriend or your husband or wife, and you want to say go somewhere, go somewhere. The word for go in the imperative is sir. Sir if you are talking to a male, but if you are talking to a female, you have to say Siri. Siri, as like Siri. So sir and Siri, it means two. Toilet is the bedroom, like you can guess it. Some Moroccans they say bitlma, bitlma, but normally we just simply say toilet. I just want to give you the other options so that you can be aware of them. In the countryside, sometimes they use bitlma more than toilet. Okay, sir or siri le toilet. That's mean go to the bedroom. Okay, as an order. And here, if you want to say where is the bedroom, I use another vocabulary. Here is a bit more formal. When we used to go to school, we used to call it like المرحاض instead of toilet and bitlma. So I wanted to put it there. So فين كاين, فين كاين. Again, for the pronunciation, guys, like I'm trying to make sure to make it as clear as possible. As I said in the beginner course, whenever we have the I, it's like a E, a long E. So فين, فين. Fin, kain. Whenever we have the vowels, we exaggerate it a little bit, okay? Fin, kain, المرحاد. Fin, kain, المرحاد. So do you know like what is the word for please? Is عفك. So you can say عفك fin كاين المرحاد. عفك fin كاين المرحاد. Good. fin كاين المرحاد. Let's go for the next one. To wash your face, we use the verb غسل. غسل. غسل is like not conjugated over here. غسل is mean like wash. But over here is the same for like the imperative. If you want to say to your kid like wash your face, you would say to him غسل وجهك. But if it's like you to your daughter, you would add the I in the end and you will tell her غسلي وجهك. غسلي وجهك. Okay, so repeat after me. غسل وجهك. If you are talking to a male, if you're talking to a female, you would say غسلي. So you would add the I in the end. غسلي وجهك. This is the imperative again. If you want to say I wash, you would say the ka in the beginning. The in, it means the I. And then we have غسل, the verb. كان غسل وجهي بالماء بارد. So I wash my face. So the I in the end over here. وجه, just like that's face. The I in the end is mean my face. In English you have my in the beginning. For us we have it as a vowel and it's always connected to the noun. So وجهي is mean my face. Okay, explain that as a review for the beginner course, and also for if you already like missed it and you didn't take the beginner course, you already know what everything is in here. So we have here like by now, like you notice the ka is for the present tense, the in over here it's mean I'm talking about myself, and then we have the verb غسل is to wash. كان غسل is I wash. وجهي my face. ب is mean with. You would not use مع, you would use ب. Okay. الماء is water. بارد is cold. So we said about the adjectives in the previous course that the adjective come like last. We start with the noun first. We say like water, cold. If you speak Spanish, it's the same thing. But if you don't, just like keep that in mind. We put the adjective last. Like we always start with the noun. So lma is the noun, بارد is cold. It means like the adjective, not as in English. Okay. For the sentence, we would say كان أغسل وجهي بالماء بارد. كان أغسل وجهي بالماء بارد. Okay, to dry yourself, like your hair, is like same for yourself if you want to use it for that. So the verb to dry is نشف. You will notice that sh, I put it in grown letters. Is I want you to emphasize it. You would say n sh نشف نشف. We have a little vowel in here that's called like a schwa sound kind of. نشف نشف. But over here I put it again as imperative. Okay. And if you want to like say to like your daughter again, if you want to say like dry your hair, you would say نشفي نشفي. So we have نشف and نشفي. شعرك is your hair. شعر is hair. K is your. You remember previously we said like my face is وجهي, and the I in the end is mean my, and K over here is mean your. So شعر is hair, and your we have it in the end. So those kind of pronouns we have them in the end of the noun. شعرك is your hair. Again, شعر is hair, K is mean your. شعرك. Okay. So نشف شعرك or نشفي شعرك. To like say the hair dryer as like what she's holding, we use the French word is séchoir. Séchoir. You can write it as whatever you want, like as whatever you are hearing me saying it. So we call it séchoir. For example, if you are in a Moroccan family house as a guest, and you wanna ask them if they have like séchoir, how would you ask that? How would you say, do you have? I hope that you got it right. To say, do you have, you would use وش عندك. Why did we use like وش? Because وش is a yes and no question. Whenever you want to say like, do you have this? Do you want this? Like as an option, like of like yes and no, you would say وش. So you would see وش عندك, do you have? سشوار is like the hair dryer. Okay. If you want to say I need to dry my hair, you would use the verb خasني. خasني mean I need and I have to. If like you wanna, like if you remember this from the beginner course, خasني. Okay. نشف, again you do emphasize on sh. نشف شعري. You notice over here we have the I. Why do we have the I? It's because it's my hair. So شعري is my hair. شعرك is your hair. خاصني نشف شعري. خاصني نشف شعري. Okay. مثلا like for example you can say كوثر عفاك واش عندك استشوار? Do you have like استشوار? خاصني نشف شعري. I need to dry my hair. Do you have like the hair dryer? I need to dry my hair. So this will help you out if you were in as a host, as a guest in a Moroccan family house, or simply if you were in a hotel and you wanted to ask them if they have like the hair dryer. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. The verb to comb, like what you see in the picture, in case if you don't speak English as first language, we have the verb مشط. Again, the T over here is in grown letter because it's ta ta ta. So like try to hear my voice. مشط مشط مشط. So over here, if you are, it's also like an imperative as you are giving an order. If you are talking to a man, you maybe like your son have like a longer hair, and you want to say to him, comb your hair, you would say مشط شعرك مشط شعرك. But if it's a girl, you would say مشطي شعرك مشطي شعرك. Okay, so the hairbrush, this one that she's holding, we call it مشطة مشطة. Okay, مشطة. If you want to say I need to comb my hair, maybe your hair is messed up because of the wind or whatever, you would say خصني. Again, we are using the verb خصني. It means I need to. In other contexts, we might use it to mean I have to. So whenever we have verb after verb, if you guys remember, so what we do is like the first verb we conjugate it normally. The second one we remove the ka and we keep the n. So this n it means I'm talking about myself. Okay. So خصني نمشط. Again, شعري mean my hair. Okay, so that was this one. Let's go for the next. We have here the verb to shave. The verb to shave is حسن. 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 If you are feeling tired, you can pause the video and like go back to it like later. If not, like you are just like listening at the moment, and I hope that you print out like this, and this way you can read this and practice pronunciation, and later on you can like go through it again and again. Okay, so حسن. حسن, it's mean like the verb to shave. It's not conjugated, okay? It's the infinitive. حسن. And you do emphasize on the s, that's why I have like two of them. If you want to say like already shaved, like a clean shaved face, or like a maybe legs or something, you would say محسن, and that's an adjective. So like the edg over here, it means adjective. But if you are a female, you add the e in the end. محسنة. Okay, so محسن, محسنة. If it's a female, you're talking about like some body parts of yours. If you wanna say I need to shave first, let's say you wanna like go out with your fiance or like your wife, and you wanna tell her, well, like, can you wait for me? I need to shave first. What you say is خصني نحسن. خصني نحسن. And over here you would see it's first, the first thing to do. So you would use هو الأول. So this expression over here is mean first, like I need to do that first. خصني نحسن هو الأول. خصني نحسن هو الأول. Okay, so to shower is the verb. We have the verb دوش. 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 Okay, so try to like repeat it after me. دوش. If you want to say I shower before I go to work, you would say, again, we have the present tense, كندوش قبل ما. So over here I'm going to explain. Whenever we want to use before, I do something, before and after it is a verb, what we do is, remember that carefully. So we have here the first verb كندوش, and we have before I go. So what we do is we use قبل, and we really have to use the ما. So قبل ما. قبل ما. And then we have the verb in the present tense but without the ka. قبل ما نمشي. قبل ما نمشي is before I go to work. It's a must. That's like a rule for us. You don't have that in English. In Darija we do. So before is قبل. But if you go in, if it's after it's a verb, like you would use ma. Okay? قبل ما. It's always like that. So قبل ما نمشي, قبل ما نخدم, قبل, before I work, before I shop, before I do this or that. So whenever we have any of this, we would use like the verb قبل, then the ما, then the verb but without the ka. قبل ما نمشي. قبل ما نمشي. Okay? Let's go to the next slide, and here we have to brush your teeth. We have two options. We have the verb غسل, to wash. We can say like wash your teeth. And we have the verb حك. حك. So you can use any of these two. حك سنانك. Again, the k over here is mean your. Do you remember شعرك? Your hair. So here we have your teeth. So we have this. That's the noun. سنان is teeth. And your is the k. Okay, so if you want to give an imperative, this is imperative. If you want to like say to your son, like brush your teeth, you would tell him اغسل اسنانك or حك اسنانك. But if it's a female, you have to add the I in the end. So you would say غسلي or حكي. Okay, so if you want to use the present tense, we would use كان اغسل اسناني. Again, I wanted to give you extra vocabularies here. So we say شيتا د سنان. So what you see over here, it's like the brush, like the teeth brush, forgot what's called in English, is شيتا د سنان. شيتا د سنان. Okay, شيتا د سنان. كنغسل سناني بشيتا د سنان. That's really good. So let's move to the next one. I told you guys, like, we have a lot of vocabularies and sentences, and like the more we are having every single week, you would notice that you already get used to the present tense, the imperative, enough vocabularies, how to express yourself, especially with the other materials that we have. Okay, so to get dressed is لبس الحوايج. That's not conjugated, not imperative. If you want to make it imperative, like you can say لبس حوايجك, like your clothes. So as over here, لبس حوايجك. So the k in the end, it's mean your clothes. If it's a girl, if you want to say to your daughter or like your fiance, please get dressed already, you would say like لبسي حوايجك, لبسي حوايجك. Okay, if you want to see I get dressed, it's كلبس. It's like literally mean I wear my clothes. كنلبس حوايجي. Again, ka is like shows us that we are talking in present tense. The n is like for talking about ourselves, and then we have the verb البس. كنلبس. Okay, حوايجي, it means my clothes. Then we have here like the next one. I think we already done this. I think I done it twice. Let me see. Yeah, I just noticed I done it twice. It's totally fine here. If you want to say like I don't brush my hair, so I put this one over here is because there's a lot of girls who have like curly hair and they cannot brush it. Like it's like because it's like it doesn't turn out good. So over here, like you can say ما كان مشطش شعري. ما كان مشطش شعري. So كان مشط is I brush. When we put the ma in the beginning and sh in the end, it make it negative. I don't brush. So ما كان مشطش شعري. Okay, ما كان مشطش شعري. So over here is different. If you want to say do your hair, it's like to straighten it or to make it wavy or to do anything with it, any kind of like style, any kind of hairstyle. So سايب سايبي شعرك. سايب شعرك is like do your hair, but for a man it might only also like mean fix your hair. Okay, so just like remember this because this is like also we use it sometimes to mean fix your hair. سايب شعرك or سايبي شعرك. Okay, so over here if you want to say I need to fix my hair or I need to do my hair, it's like the same one over here, to do and to fix, like in different, it depends on the context. You simply say خصني نصايب شعري, either if you are female or male, like mostly we use it for females, but yeah, خصني نصايب شعري. Okay, for example سمحي لي, excuse me, I need to fix my hair. If like somehow like got messed up and you want to go to the bedroom to fix your hair, you say like oh سمحي لي خاصني نصايب شعري, خاصني نصايب شعري. Okay, by the way, in Morocco normally girls when they say like I need to do my hair, it means to straighten it, because Moroccan girls like love to straighten their hair, or like to do like some like little waves and stuff like that. So that normally like what they mean. To make your bed, like we also say to fix, because like the verb saib we use it to mean to make and also to fix. So saib plastic over here is like imperative. If you wanna like tell your son or your daughter to do their like their bed, to make their bed, you would say saib plastic. Saib plastic. Again, if it's female, you add the I. So you see, like the more we do this, the more you will get to the used to the imperative. So saib plastic, saibi plastic. Again, جمع over here is literally mean to collect, but we are using it to mean to tied up. Okay, and again here plastic is not, doesn't mean your bed, it's actually literally mean your place. And in Darija, like we normally use my place to mean like the place where I sleep. For example, I was like oh أنا غدا البلاستي or أنا في بلاستي, I'm in my place. Like I don't mean like I'm in my house, I literally mean I am in my bed. Okay, the place where I sleep. Just so you know that. I know it's like a bit different from English, but yeah, that's what we mean when we say like I'm in my place, like enough blasti, I mean I'm like in the place where I sleep. So here we have ولدي. ولدي is my son. ما كيعرفش. كيعرف is like he knows. He doesn't know, you would say ما كيعرفش. ولدي ما كيعرفش. يسايب is to make. Plus two, it means his bed. like, but literally blasa it means place, his place, or to mean his bed. Okay, so if you have like your son is still like too young, too little, and still like he doesn't know how to make his bed yet, you would say ولدي ما كيعرفش يصايب بلاصتو. Okay, ولدي ما كيعرفش يصايب بلاصتو. Let's go for the next one. It's like a long video, I know, but it's a good practice. To put on makeup, over here as an imperative, I didn't do the masculine because like guys don't do makeup. So diri المكياج. So diri is like do, put on, like literally do makeup. And here is imperative. Okay. I would not advise to like if to say to your girlfriend put on some like makeup is kind of weird, but yeah, like if you are with like a girl, with a girl is fine. If like you told your friend maybe you should do some makeup for the interview or something, then like you can use it. Okay, so if you want to say I like to put on light makeup, and here we mean natural makeup, we would say كيعجبني, to mean I like. كيعجبني ندير. ندير is to do. In English you see to put on. For us we see to do. Okay, because you are doing it, like you are doing it by your hands, so we use the verb to do. كيعجبني ندير, I like to do. كيعجبني ندير المكياج, sorry, مكياج خفيف. مكياج, you can guess it, it's makeup. مكياج خفيف is light. كيعجبني ندير مكياج خفيف. Okay, so if you want to say I read, like you would say كنقرأ. كنقرأ. It means just like my emails, الإيميلات. Over here I didn't put my emails, actually just like said the emails. Okay, كنقرأ الإيميلات because we rarely see my emails, we say just like الإيميلات in general, and of course it's like your emails, not someone else. So كنقرأ الإيميلات. So here we have the first part, we already explained this area, and here again we have before. Did you notice? Because again we have like to have breakfast. The verb to have breakfast is ftar. We already know that from the previous courses. So قبل ما is mean before, and then we have to put ما because we have the verb to have breakfast. So قبل ما نفطر. So كنقرا الإيميلات قبل ما كنفطر or قبل ما نفطر. Okay. The verb to this is literally to eat breakfast. To have breakfast, we don't say like to have breakfast. We don't use the verb to have like that. So we literally say to eat breakfast. So if you wanna say I'm eating my breakfast, you would say كان ناكل الفطور. So and by the way, the verb كان ناكل, it's mean I eat and I'm eating. You can use it for either way. So if I want to say like, oh, what are you doing now? And I want to say I'm eating breakfast, I would say كان ناكل فطور. So remember, the present tense is the same as the present continuous. So كان ناكل الفطور, I eat breakfast مع 8 الصباح. So مع over here it mean at, 8 is 8, الصباح it mean AM of the morning. كان ناكل, notice the pronunciation. كان, I do emphasize on the N. كان ناكل. So try to emphasize it and try to imitate me, like try to say it after me. كان ناكل الفطور مع 8 الصباح. كان ناكل الفطور مع 8 الصباح. Really good. كان ناكل الفطور مع 8 الصباح. And the final next one, here I have to drink coffee. شرب القهوة. If you want to make it imperative, it's the same. For example, if your friend told you, I'm so tired, but I have to finish work, and you want to tell him, well, drink coffee, you would tell him, شرب القهوة. But if you are talking to me, for example, and you want to tell me like, oh, Katie, you are looking tired, maybe you should drink some coffee, you would say like, شربي القهوة, drink coffee, okay? So you add the I if in the imperative, if you want to like talk to a girl or a female in general. Okay, so كان شرب القهوة, I drink coffee. باش is literally mean in order to. Okay, and we use it to mean to as well. So كان شرب القهوة باش تفيقني. So over here تفيق is to wake someone up. تفيقني, to wake me up. So to wake me up. So كان شرب القهوة باش تفيقني. So تفيقني is meant to wake me up. Okay. مزيان is mean good. To wake me up good, to wake me up well. We already know the verb to read, of course, because we are not beginner. Is قرأ. We just wanted to learn the word for newspaper. We would use journal. Journal. So if you want to say I'm reading like a newspaper, you would say كنقرأ journal. Okay. If you want to say I'm watching the news, like TV news or something, you would say تفرج في الأخبار. If you want to say I'm watching or I watch, of course you would use the present tense, which is كنتفرج. كنتفرج في الأخبار. Here we have the verb go to school. So to go school is مشى المدرسة. مشى المدرسة. Okay. And if you want to say I go to school, if you say go to school or to university, you would say كنمشي ل. If you go to work, you would say كنمشي الخدمة. If you go to school, كنمشي المدرسة. If you go to university, كنمشي لافاك. If you want to say at a certain time, you would say مع is at 8:30. Again, 8:30 to mean 8:30. Okay, so EM for us is like very obvious as the morning, not like the evening. That's why I didn't write it, because not all Moroccans say الصباح. It's very obvious if you go to work at 8:30. It's like a morning, not like evening. Okay, so كنمشي المدرسة مع 8:30. We already have here like again كنمشي الخدمة. كنمشي الخدمة. كنمشي الخدمة. I go to work. If you want to say like my work is very stressful job, like my job is very stressful, we literally say خدمتي or الخدمة ديالي. So خدمتي it's already mean my job. فيها is literally mean in it, to mean it has. بزاف is a lot of stress. This is like literally mean my job has a lot of stress. In it a lot of stress. خدمتي فيها بزاف stress. Okay. كنقرا مع لي جروب. كنقرا مع لي جروب. So كنقرا is I study, مع is with, لي جروب is like لي جروب because it's French. Okay. Okay, so let's assume you like to read alone and you don't like to study in groups. You would say كيعجبني نقرا. I like to study. كيعجبني نقرا بوحدي. بوحدي is mean alone and also literally mean like by myself. بوحدي. في المكتبة is like ف is like in, the is l, like we do like combine it with the words. المكتبة is the library. So كيعجبني نقرا بوحدي في المكتبة. كيعجبني نقرا بوحدي في المكتبة. So this vocabulary, so you guys like really can use it in other like contexts. كنسافر بوحدي, I travel alone. كناكل بوحدي, I eat alone. Things like that. So don't like just like learn the vocabularies in this context and that's it. You have to make sentences with it. For example, if you are watching this video, you can pause it. You can make so many sentences with بوحدي. You learn بوحدي. If it's like the first time you hear بوحدي, you would do it with a lot of verbs. For example, I like to travel alone. I like to study alone. I like to work alone. I like to do this alone. I like or like whatever context in it, and that's like how you learn. Okay. So now like let's like use again more sentences in some terms that like we be, because this is like everyday life, and if you don't like, we're not going to use everything in the class, but again this is good to have it, because of course when you learn the language there are some things that you need to know, like really like you would need like now or later, it depends, but it's like very important to start like getting used to the structure, and also the more like vocabularies that you know, the more that sentences that you can make. We have the verb to wash. We saw it area is غسل. غسل يديك. Over here I use the imperative again. So if you are talking to a female, what do we do? Yes, exactly. We are using the I. If you are not, like, then just like if you are talking to masculine, if you want to say to your son, like, wash your hands before you eat, you would say اغسل يديك. So يديك is your hands. Again, you see, we started like seeing that's the same structure. If we are having a verb, we use ما قبل ما. اغسل يديك قبل ما تبدأ تاكل. اغسل يديك قبل ما تبدأ تاكل. I really want you guys to practice قبل ما a lot. You can actually make sentence of it and send it privately to me so I can correct you and see if you understood it correctly. So basically, whenever you want to say before I do something, before plus verb, you are using the ma. قبل is before and then ma. But if it was just with a noun after it, then you don't put the ma. Okay? So اغسلي يديك قبل ما تبدأ تاكل. So if it's a girl, you would say اغسلي يديك قبل ما تبداي تاكلي. Okay? So we do have actually a verb for to have lunch is تغدى. 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 If you want to say I have lunch at work because maybe you don't have time to go back home and cook and stuff, you would say كنتغدى في الخدمة. Either if you are male or a female. كنتغدى في الخدمة. Do you remember alone? How would you say I have lunch at work alone? Yes, exactly. You would say كنتغدى في الخدمة بوحدي. But if it's with your friends, then you would say مع صحابي or صحاباتي if it's just girlfriends. كنتغدى في الخدمة. Here we have the verb to leave. Because earlier we saw to go to school, to leave school, to get out of school, we use the verb خرج. خرج من. It's literally to go go from, to go out from. خرج من المدرسة is mean to go out of school. But we use the same verb with the same preposition to mean to drop school. If you dropped school, you would say خرجت من المدرسة. It's the same. So in the present tense, here we have we are talking about she, my daughter. She leaves school, so the conjugation is different. So what we have here, bint is mean daughter and also girl. So the I in the end, it make it my daughter. Okay, so binti. So over here we don't have the n. It's because I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about my daughter. So binti كتخرج. كتخرج من المدرسة. She go out of school. She leaves school at 5 p.m. مع is at. الخمسة is 5. العشية is mean of the afternoon or the evening. Okay. بنتي كتخرج من المدرسة مع الخمسة العشية. But if it was my son, so here the verb is going to be in the y. كيخرج. So that's why the grammar is important because it makes it more understandable. To get back. So to get back and also the verb to return, it's رجع. رجع للدار. If you want to make it as a imperative, as an order, you can use رجع للدار. If it's a girl, you can tell her رجعي للدار. But as the infinitive over here, it's just the verb رجع. ل is mean to. Dar is home or house. Okay? كنرجع is I return. للدار home, I return home or I get back home. كنرجع للدار. وكنلقى. So كنلقى is I find. كنلقى. كنلقى. كلبي is my dog. You see again the I in the end, it makes it my. كلب is dog. كلبي is my dog. Okay? We have here Kate. I know it's a long word over here. It's mean he waits for me. Ni in the end is mean me. Kate's nanny. Kate's nanny. كنرجع للدار. I return home. وكنلقى كلبي Kate's nanny. كنلقى كلبي Kate's nanny. Here to take a nap, we don't use a lot actually the verb to nap. We normally say I'm going to sleep a little bit, and that's mean to take a little nap. So if you say just نعس شوية, it's totally fine. So but I'm going to give you this as well. Sometimes we use the second one over here to mean to lie down like this. To just rest a little bit. And dir qaylula, some Moroccans say it, but it actually sounds a bit formal, and it came from Standard Arabic. So dir qaylula or tikka is not, infinitive, it's not conjugated, and does give the meaning of like to take a nap. Okay, so dir qaylula, qaylula. كيعجبني ندير, like we see to do a nap, not to take. Okay, so maybe like you will like find it weird to do like a nap, like you find it weird, but actually Moroccans also find it weird that you guys like say to take a nap. So every language is different. كيعجبني ندير قيلولة مورا الغداء. A lot of Moroccans actually take a nap and like to nap after lunch if they can, if they are not working. I would say like 90% of Moroccans like love to nap after lunch, and it's like for them it's the favorite thing to do ever. كيعجبني ندير, كيعجبني, again whenever we have the I we stretch it. ندير, كيعجبني ندير قيلولة مورا الغدا. كيعجبني ندير قيلولة مورا الغدا. كيعجبني ندير قيلولة مورا الغدا. Okay, that's really good. كيعجبني ندير قيلولة مورا الغدا. Okay, we are on like homework. So here, دير تمارين or الواجبات, to do homework. So again, if you are having a son, you can use this as imperative, like دير تمارين. This is conjugated. If it's a girl, you add the I in the end, and you can tell her ديري التمارين. So تمارين is also mean exercises. الواجبات is a literal one for homework. الواجبات, and both of them are plural. Okay, دير الواجبات or ديري الواجبات. So if you want to say I help my son, you would say كنعاون ولدي, I help my son في التمارين ديالو. تمارين is homework again, ديالو is like his. Okay, في التمارين ديالو. The verb to watch is تفرج في التلفازة. If you want to use the infinitive, it's like تفرج is for a male. If it's a girl, تفرجي في التلفازة. For example, let's assume your daughter want to go out and you want to say like, okay, you are grounded, you cannot go out, but you can watch TV. Go watch TV. You would say like Siri is like go. You remember Siri? It's like go تفرجي في التلفازة. Siri تفرجي في التلفازة. Go watch TV. كيعجبني نتفرج في التلفازة قبل ما ننعس. Again we have like before and the verb to sleep, before I sleep. Okay, over here like I put like before bed, but I literally actually I put over here before I sleep. كيعجبني نتفرج في التلفازة. كيعجبني نتفرج في التلفازة. I like to watch TV قبل ما ننعس, before I sleep. كيعجبني نتفرج في التلفازة قبل ما ننعس. Okay, if you found something hard to pronounce, you can like contact me directly, and I will like help you out with the pronunciation. Again, we already saw the verb to read is قرأ. So قرأ كتاب, قرأ كتاب, قرأ, and then كتاب is a book. I thought like I already like fixed this. It's actually like autocorrect, so there is no N over here. It's just like كيعجبني نقرأ شي كتاب قبل ما ننعس. So كيعجبني نقرأ شي كتاب قبل ما ننعس. I like to read a book before I sleep. I already fixed that in the PDF. So the PDF that you will have, it has like no mistakes. It's just like happened that like I didn't see this. كي, there is no N. Drop it. كيعجبني نقرأ, I like to read شي كتاب قبل ما ننعس, like a book before I sleep. Okay, to ride a bike is ركب بيكالا. ركب بيكالا. ركب is to ride. Pikala is a bike. It's one of the nouns. We have people like say it in different way. We have bikala, bishklit. So we will say that like see that like later on, but I picked just like this one over here. If you wanna say I ride a bike every evening, you would say كنركب بيكالتي. بيكالتي is my bike. My bike. I didn't put it the right translation here, but بيكالتي كل عشية is every evening. كل, it's every. عشية is evening. To do shopping, we say dar shopping. Dar is like to do. We don't say to go for a shopping, it's to do it. So كيعجبني نخرج. I like to go out. كيعجبني نخرج وندير shopping في الويكند. كيعجبني نخرج وندير shopping في الويكند. Okay, it's literally I like to go out and do shopping in the weekend. If you like to listen to music, you would say صنت الموسيقى. صنت الموسيقى. But we do have like a slang and we say تمزق. So I wanted to put it in here as well. So كيعجبني تمزق, it already mean I like to listen to music. Okay? So this is like two things that I wanted to put there. To say like I'm exercising or working out, any type of workout, like we see trina, that's like the verb, but we do have like the noun. We will see it like later on. So trina is the verb, is the infinitive. Okay, so كان تريني في الصباح بكري again قبل الخدمة. So over here I did it like differently just so you see. So over here before, after is a noun, before work, not before I work. If I wanted to say before I work, then I would say قبل ما نخدم. But because I put a noun, then like I put it directly. So كان تريني is I work out, ف is in, صباح is morning, بكري is early, قبل is before, خدمة work, before work, and work over here is a noun. So that's the reason why I didn't put قبل ما. To go for a walk is like a long one for you in English. For us is one verb. It's تمشى. تمشى. Normalement is a French word we use to mean normally. Normalement. This ONT over here, like we use it as O sound. Normalement. 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 Normalement كنتمشى في العشية. I normally walk in the evening. Normalement كنتمشى في العشية. That's really good. We have the verb to sleep is نعس. نعس. You don't emphasize on the I know like it's a weird sound, super weird, but nothing to do about it. Like we do use it this way. نعس. If you want to say I rally when, we say قليل فاش. Number 9 is ق sound. قليل فاش. I rally when. كنعس بكري. I sleep بكري is early. قليل فاش كنعس بكري. قليل فاش كنعس بكري. The reason for this video is to check the words and also to start a little bit getting used to the structure, and also to help you out with more like expressing yourself when it comes to like talking about daily activities, habits, and routines. So over here we have turn off the light. To turn off the light, we say تفضل. تفضل. So it's not conjugated. If you wanna like make it as imperative to tell like your friend or something like turn off the light, you will say like طفي. Either if it's female or like male. تفضل. Okay? If you wanna say I turn off the lights at 10 p.m., you would say كنطفي الضوء مع 10 بالليل. كنطفي الضوء مع 10 بالليل. And guys, we will stop here. It's been like I didn't want to make a very long video, but it just like happened. And don't forget that practice make perfect. Don't forget to practice out loud. It like makes it like really good, and just have fun with it. It's like, you know, you do need like to say to someone like one of the days turn off the lights because you're lazy to get up, or like, you know, want to say like, oh, I rally when I wake up, I sleep early, or like I rally when I wake up early, depending on what you are trying to say. Or like تمشى, like where are you, and you can say like, oh, I am out for a walk, كنتمشى, or something like that. كنتمشى في الجردة, I'm walking in a garden, because again like the present tense for us is the same as the present continuous. So yeah, like I hope you like this one, and I see you in the next lessons. Take care, and السلام عليكم. Bye bye.